What follows is the UK version of what I think is one of the best pieces of kit you can have, and no puppy dogs, fluffy kittens or vegans have been used in the production of the following review. Hello and welcome to AAR On Air, and this week is a bit of a re-review in full UK mode of the terrific HDR 50 cal marker revolver from the Umarex T4E range of rubber ball belting bad boys. And yes, it is full 50 caliber, and these things do come out with some real force. Let's take a look at what these are all about, shall we? They are classed as paintball markers officially, and come in a box that should really be in plain brown cardboard perhaps, rather than the shouty silver item, to ensure no one gets too upset or the wrong idea. Firstly, let's take a look at what is so different about this little CO2 revolver other than its ability to fire 50 cal rounds. The first thing to mention is the instantly available full power system on this little belter. You see, a lot of people complain about leaving a pistol or revolver in the drawer or cupboard, and when they come back to want to use it straight away, then the CO2 12 gram on board has lost most, if not all, of its usable CO2 during this time that it's been left unloved. Well, the HDR 50 and indeed all the T4E range have the quick charge system, which means you simply strike the bottom of the grip and it is instantly piercing the CO2 cartridge on board, and you're up and ready on full power with a full load of CO2. Let's take a moment to look at the loading sequence for this system, shall we? First of all, unscrew the bottom of the grip. This will then come away completely. Next, pop in your new CO2 capsule, making sure it goes in bottom first. Then return the spring loaded screw mechanism. It simply needs to be hand tightened, or maybe just a tweak with the hex key, not a lot. At this point you're loaded up with CO2, but not live. This is where that trick part comes into play. Simply strike the red bottom where it shows the words push. It doesn't require the strength of some Greek demigod. Any adult can do this fairly easily. This striking action will show a pop-out indicator where the hammer would be. When this shows red, you are now live and ready. How simple, quick and efficient is that? The fact that this indicator pops out means that it is a visible indicator and a tactile one. So you can simply feel that it is now live. Now, let's take a look at the rest of this Blade Runner style revolver. It is 688 grams or 1 pound 8 ounces without CO2 on board or any external sighting aids or torches, etc. It is around 250 millimeters or a little under 10 inches long and all black polymer. It does feel like it could take some serious knocks. It is up to the usual Umarex quality that you would expect. This is aimed at hitting some larger targets rather than punching holes in paper down a range. As such, the sights are moulded into the main body and are fixed both front and rear. But there is a Weaver Picatinny rail on the top to add a red dot or the like, and a matching one on the bottom under the front of that massive smooth bore barrel to add other toys if desired. On the left hand side is the release for the 6-round magazine. Simply push forward and lock into place, then pull the magazine out from the left hand side. This can then be loaded up with ammo of your choice. the list of which is quite extensive. But I'll only look at the harder rubber balls, paintballs and glow-in-the-dark tracer-style hard plastic ammo in this particular review. Once you've chosen your ammo, then drop them into the magazine from the front. Once you're all loaded up, simply drop it back into the gun, lock back into place with the lock mechanism, and you're all loaded and ready. At this point, it's worth noting that you can buy spare magazines for a quick reload should you need it. With a full 12 grams CO2 on board, you should get around 30 to 40 full power rounds in this sub 6 foot-pound UK legal version. The trigger has a Glock style safety built in and has a firmer but perfectly usable pull. The grip is very comfortable and has a good finger to trigger distance for a sure grippy feel. Time to drop this over the chronograph to see just what power this kicks out. It's worth reminding you that this is the UK version and has the usual restriction of 6 foot-pounds or around 7 joules. There are much higher power levels available elsewhere in the world. I've seen these thumping out 20 plus foot-pounds, but don't be tempted to buy them here in Blighty. It's likely to upset the local plod. Using the equivalent of 18.16 grain rubber balls, it saw 325 feet per second on a cold January day, which is 4.26 foot-pounds or 5.78 joules. So, nicely within the legal limit, but with some hard-hitting power nonetheless. Target work. I say target work. This is more of a fun session because you never know when you need to stop some invading balloons or steel plates in the absence of any zombies or the like. Here goes. We've got a real assortment of targets today just to show you how the HDR50 works. And you can of course have multitude of different ammunition, from rubber balls to hard balls to paintballs to chalk balls to other stuff that we're not allowed to talk about. But anyway, here we go. Let's just try it on a few balloons first. The wonderful thing is you just hit it, strike it, it's ready for action straight away. No worries about losing gas. That easy. This time we've got some steel plates downrange. They're not soft either, so we're going to try it with the harder rubber balls, not these ultra hard ones, just the harder ones. Oh, they don't half make a dent. Here we go again. Let's try a couple of these, shall we? Easy. Well, they do hit with some serious force and have a really rather wake-up call loud rapport to them. They put some serious dents into the steel plates and have been known to go straight through plywood. Oh, wow. Price? Well, these quick-load, hard-hitting HDRs will set you back around £135 UK here in Blighty. They're a really useful tool, as I said right at the start, and they are hugely entertaining and fun. There are lots of versions in the HD range, and all will bring a smile to your face. I will be redoing the other versions in full UK review format over the coming weeks. So if you haven't subscribed, now will be a good time. Whilst you're at it, feel free to share, click the alarm bell, give us the old thumbs up, and take a look at this little lot and check out the AAR website. A big thank you to the guys at Vector Air who supplied this HDR50 for me to review, and they have the full range and the amazing accessories for them. That's it, apart from a big thank you to you for watching and supporting the channel. Please stay safe and shoot safe. And I'll see you next time. I'm off to find some zombies to stop in their tracks. Bye for now. Wow.